Oh, there he is. How you doing, man? How you liking New York?
Dude, you're actually from this city?
It's great, but it's getting too liberal. I can't
No,
maintain.
no. Everyone who shit talk this city is jealous. This is the best city I've ever been to in my life.
Why?
There's so much here. Miami is garbage. LA is garbage. This city never gets boring. There's always an event. Thursdays look like Fridays everywhere else. Tonight's Friday. It's fucking awesome. The people are fucking like energetic,
Yeah.
and I get so stimulated, dude. They're so, I need stimulation and shit. Like, dude, I can't believe you fucking moved out of New York.
It's nonstop simulation, but have you noticed that 1 in 4 people have no gender? There's Adam's apples and titties at the same time, those people.
No, biggest lie you told me is that it's dirty. This is a very clean city.
Whoa, we just watched your vlog and you were drinking espressos right next to the trash. It smells like pee everywhere you go.
No, no, bro, that was the only street with trash. Midtown is clean. I'm in Midtown. It's clean.
Midtown is
Dude,
definitely not clean.
Midtown is clean because you saying there's 3 crackheads at 2 a.m. for each block. That's good. For a big city, that's really good. I was expecting zombies and zombies. It's very clean. Yeah, I saw one guy doing heroin, but I mean, like, it's New York. Dude, people made it sound like it's the dirtiest place. LA, there's human feces on the fucking pavement. You saw that last time.
That's true. And LA is worse than New York. I love New York. I love the energy about it. I just can't deal with all that liberalism.
New York, bro, Sneako, New York is not a city. Yesterday, the vlog content I filmed with my team literally got 10 million views. I'm never leaving this place. There's so much content, and I got arrested, and the next vlog is like 30 minutes.
Why'd you get arrested?
I can't leak it. It's on the vlog, but it'll be out tomorrow. But dude, I got 27,000 views in my first vlog in New York. It's hella content. I don't need no creators. I don't need collabs. I just need to like
just walk around the city. Yeah, I know that it's great for content to walk around there. But I mean, I was living there like when it was the epicenter of COVID and everything. Do you actually want to go?
Where were you? What part of town?
Brooklyn. Have you been to Brooklyn yet?
Yeah, I live in Brooklyn, I lived in Brooklyn for 2 days. Brooklyn is boring. If
Where in Brooklyn?
Midtown.
Where in Brooklyn?
I can't say because it's Yassine's address.
Oh, okay.
The nice part. Where there's yeah, the nice part. But check it out.
Wait, is it Prospect Heights? Are you near the park? Prospect Park?
Basically, I'm in the most. Brooklyn is literally the least ghetto place I've ever seen. So I'm in the nicest.
Oh, you see a lot of the people with the hats and the dangly sideburns.
Yeah, there's Lebanese and Asians.
Oh, you're in South Brooklyn. Okay, well, I lived in Bushwick. I was with a lot of Dominicans, stuff like that. Brooklyn changes a lot. And New York is so many, it's the most diverse place ever. Do you want to go to Zombieland? Do you want to do content in, do you want to go to a place where it's not real? Do you want to see like actual, because you're walking around like it's a video game, go to Broadway Junction train station tomorrow. That place, I swear on everything, something's going to happen. Every time you go there, something happens.
Why don't you just send me addresses I have to go see?
Broadway Junction train station, that place, anybody in New York knows that place isn't real. It's like the Twilight Zone.
Okay, that's what I need. I need like Ghost Town. And dude, send me addresses of what to do here. But I'm not going to lie, bro, you fucked up. If any human or creator or whoever is going to live in New York, you can Midtown or nothing. Everything else is just not worth it.
I don't like Midtown too much. I like downtown Manhattan more, like the Village, where that's where Friends took place in Seinfeld. I like East Village, Lower East Side, where it's more like trendy hipsters walking around. There's like a lot of young people. There's cool energy. It's very gay, but it's fun. It has that, like, everything's going on. You can't be bored if you're walking around Manhattan. I used to go to Manhattan every day. It's never boring.
Dude, the people here are so cool. Instead of running up to me for a photo, they'll sit next to me for an hour eating their food, and they'll be like, "Yo, Zherka, can I get a photo?" And I'll be like, "Damn, you don't give a shit."
They see celebrities all the time. Yeah, they don't want to come off like a fanboy. They're not going to dick ride somebody the same way they would in LA. They're not going to fan out like that. But have you been?
I went to the most gangster barbershop, and they're fucking cutting me up, and they're like, "Yeah, you're cool, your shit's cool," and they don't really know me. And then all I said was I was on DJ Academic's fucking podcast, and 4 of them come out talking about they want to fuck him up and beat the shit out of him. Like, bro, immediately they thought I was the enemy. And I was like, oh shit, yo, I just went on his podcast. I disagreed with everything. Like the guy's totally out of his mind. I start shit talking Act just to like keep me safe. Like literally everyone knows each other here. I said, DJ Academics introduced me to Charlemagne the God, Andrew Schulz, and Takashi when I was at his place. I was like, holy shit, right? So I'm getting my shit cut. And then the homie, the big dog cutting my shit, he's like the owner, I guess. He took me. He's like, oh, this guy probably got money or whatever. As he's cutting my shit, I'm like, yeah, so I met Charlemagne the God. He's like, that guy stole $1 million from me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, so that's your, as he's fucking lathering my neck with the blade, he's like, so that's your boy, huh? And I'm like, no, bro, Charlemagne's a liberal fuck.
Are you going to go on Andrew Schultz's podcast?
Yeah, I'm not invited, but yeah, he said when Act messaged him, he's like, yo, have you heard about the Zherka guy? He said, been seeing his clips everywhere. Dude is definitely it. He's wild right now. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be on. That's gonna be a good show. How much longer are you there? I was just there.
I extended. Academics told me to stay another week, so I might do another week with him. And legit, he's like literally speed running my career. That guy's Illuminati, bro. He introduced me to Jay-Z's artist. He's interviewing. I don't know if I can leak this one. The biggest rapper out right now that's popular. He's interviewing in a few weeks, and he's like, or a week. He's like, stay here, come meet them.
You're gonna meet Drake?
Oh, I'm not gonna say, but he's very.
It's Drake. It's Drake. I was just on his podcast. He was saying that he's gonna interview Drake about the fact that he's painting his fingernails.
Are we allowed to leak that?
No, I don't think it's Drake. So, did you go to Harlem? Did you go to 125th?
Huh?
Did you go to Harlem yet?
No, not yet. But they told me that Harlem's not gangster, so it's like more fashion and shit.
That's the black people probably told you that because it's getting gentrified. There's more white people. Harlem is definitely. I used to live in Harlem too. It's definitely still the hood in a lot of places. You should go to 125th on Harlem on that. If you want stimulation and you want nonstop energy, that street 125th. Right on that. That's where the Apollo Theater is. That's where all the black comedians used to perform, and they would throw tomatoes on the comedians on stage there. A lot of funny energy, a lot of crackheads. Very stimulating.
You're the only New York influencer ever, because Casey Neistat was not New York. He just went there for like a couple months. Who else made it out of New York from YouTube?
The biggest streamer right now, Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat's from the Bronx.
Yeah, but he never vlogged. He never vlogged in New York.
No, not really. No, he was doing it.
You're the only.
No, he did. No, he did. No, that's not true. Also, I'm not really like I was born in New York, but I grew up a lot in Connecticut. Like I lived there for a while, but like
I know, no, but if you did your whole career, years and years in New York,
yeah, my career was all in New York. Yeah.
So you're the only YouTuber that made out of New York.
No, I don't even think. No, Phantom, Kai's best friend, also from the Bronx. Kai Cenat was doing a lot of vlogs there. Casey Neistat's from Connecticut, but no, there's definitely more people from New York.
No, but I'm saying they're not known for New York. You are.
No, what? Kai Cenat is New York. He shut it down. I was there.
No.
They incited a riot when he showed up.
I'm saying you were the only one who actually showed the train stations and everything in New York.
Yes, I was there in the trenches. I just did some new ones. Did you see my new 1 minute podcast?
No, where did you film that?
I filmed that in New York in the train station. You should do more. You should do like an interview type video. You should go debate people, talk to the liberals there.
I'm not gonna lie. Can I leak what we did with my?
This fucking guy. Did his phone die? I'm gonna call him again. I have more to ask him. I can't, Chad. He annoys me sometimes, but you know. He was leaking too much. We had to shut him down. He's yeah. Can't help it, man. Zherka's a good guy. You grew up in a bot state? Yeah, I did. Oh, chat's moving so slow. Usually the chat's really fast when he comes on. I've never seen the chat slower than in that call just now. No more. I think his phone died. How was the Dominican Republic? I was only there for like a day. I didn't really see that much, but it was what I expected. Like right when I got off the plane, the cab driver was drinking a beer. Hey, welcome, que lo que, welcome. He was drinking. You want a beer? Like, no, I don't drink. He's drinking a beer. He's prostitute. I hate New York. You could smoke weed in Dominican Republic. You can drink. The cops don't bother you. Oh, there he's calling me. What were you gonna leak?
I was saying. Wait, can they see my face?
Yes.
Okay, yo, I was saying, you're the only person to show the train stations and like take us around New York as a YouTuber, right?
No, Kai Cenat was doing videos in the car, stuff like that. But I think I really showed it. I really depicted Manhattan in a way that.
Dude, when I think of Kai Cenat, I don't think of New York, even though he is very New York. How he is. It doesn't remind me. His channel doesn't remind me of the city. He reminds me of his own thing. But when I think of SNEAKO, the only thing that pops up in my head is the 1 minute podcast in my dream fucking fantasy city. And bro, all those comments, I got 500 idiots typing to me in Twitter saying, you're about to be let down so hard. Your fantasy city is garbage. New York is literally 10 times better than I thought it would be. Dude, it's like being in a 4D movie of Spider-Man. Dude, it's like, and I consume so much American media that I've seen every street of this city. So I was like, oh shit, I've been here before. Oh shit. And LA never felt good. Miami felt good because of women and a bit of the water and the weather, really. But dude, when we talk about energy, you can't get depressed in New York, bro. I was so depressed in my hotel room. I was so mad at everything going wrong in my life. I was like, fuck, I'm having a bad week. I just went for a walk with no headphones, no phone, just walked around town and nobody stopped me. Nobody recognized me. No girls came up to talk to me. It was horrible. But I just walked around and I looked at the clock and 10 hours flew by and I was smiling for 10 hours. I was like, what? With no music or anything. I was like, dude, I have to make $50 million because I'm looking at Times Square apartments. Dude, I have to get 30 bands a month to live there.
Times Square. Nobody lives in nobody in New York actually lives in Times Square. They all live in Tribeca. The rich people live in Tribeca. They live in Soho, or they live in Greenwich. They live in some nice apartments in Brooklyn. Nobody lives in Midtown. People only go to Midtown if they want to go to their top high-rise office buildings.
Bro, I'm telling you, there's no point in being a famous celebrity and not being in Times Square. Bro, you go down there for a cigarette and you just in the center of the world. Like, London is such a shithole. Tokyo doesn't make sense because I can't make that much money in there collab-wise. Although I don't think I need collabs. Like, Yassine literally is saying, go to Tokyo in a week because I'll blow up in Tokyo. I will literally blow up in Tokyo. When I dress up like Logan Paul in the outfit.
No, please don't. What do you like so much about Times Square? Times Square gets everybody from New York hates Times. Like, they'll go to Times Square once in a while. Like, if you have something, if you have a name, you go there to film content or something like that. But everybody that's in Times Square is a tourist, or they're just homeless, or they're just wasting time, or they're just straight up NPC.
Yeah, but I know you're a narcissist, so you understand what I'm saying. A lot of chatters get mad.
I'm not.
When I say this, you ever watch? I'll bet. Don't say anything. When I finish the sentence, if you smile, it's true.
Okay.
Don't say anything. Don't deflect. You sometimes go stand in the middle of Times Square just to feel better than all the ugly people around you. Stop lying, bro.
I think I did that once when I filmed the Creativity Kit VSL. I filmed a promo video. I went there. Not really. I mean, when I was just back there, I would stand outside my hotel to have a cigarette. And like, it was like people, I don't really do that. I don't really do that.
Bro, stop it, bro. I'm not going to lie, though. New York women are not that pretty. Like, I'm getting phone numbers here, but in Miami, there would be like 5% of me would be nervous because the girls are so hot. They're not that attractive here. I mean, they're hot, but
no, you're not hanging around the right places. That's the highest concentration of model. All the models are there. You got to go to Soho more. New York City definitely has some of the most beautiful women in the world. If you go to Soho, like 1 in 5 people look like they're straight off of a runway.
Bro, book a flight. Because I'm gonna leak it. My team and I, we filmed fucking 10 hours at the same station, 1 minute podcast.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry for leaking it to my team and Yassine, but he was so mad because he's like, make it 2-minute podcast, but change it to a Z instead of 2 minutes. I said no, and we got the sign that says 1-minute podcast at the same train station, and I did your job better than you.
No, you didn't. Whoa! What the fuck? Wait.
We just ripped because we know you can't sue us because you're a real one. You'll look like a bitch if you sue us, so it's over.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. What did you ask?
Okay, basically, the first girl sat down, and I'm like, "What do you think is going on in the political world today?" And she's like, "Well, I think with Joe Biden, do you want to fuck?" And she bursts out laughing so hard, and I'm like, "I'm better than Sneako at this." And Yassine was blown away. Yassine literally said, if you stay in New York, you could be #1 YouTuber in less than a month. Why collab when you can use New Yorkers?
That's what I'm saying. It's the best place to farm content, like all day long. You can just talk to random people. It's nonstop. Wait, you did the sign and everything, the 1-minute podcast sign?
It looks, even the camera angles are right there.
Did you set up a table and chairs too?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We even did the same Sharpie font. It took us fucking 2 hours to get the same font.
Wait, but you're not doing it right. No, you did it Zherka way. You're just like, you're there trying to get content and clips. You're saying, oh, do you want to fuck? I'm talking to get public opinion so that it can be edited in a certain way where you get to see what the zeitgeist is thinking at that moment. You want to see what the energy of New York is thinking about political issues that moment. But when you start interrupting too much, then it's about you and not about them.
Nico, Yassine literally interrupted me, made me stop interrupting. It looks identical to your videos. Like we stole 99%. We just needed Sneako there for the 100%. It's the dirtiest thing we've ever done in YouTube. In my YouTube career, I've never done something this dirty, but I stole your whole idea. Same train station, same camera angles, same types of people I targeted. It was just, wow.
What was it like? Did you have a bodyguard?
No. Did you?
Yeah, every time I go now, I get a bodyguard. See, you like walking around for hours and hours. I feel uncomfortable even when I step out to like take out my trash without a gun. I don't like to be around too many NPCs like that.
Yeah, but you got to remember, if I get punched in the face, my team films it and I get 10 million views. Like, it's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we disagree, but I just don't really. I don't trust people like that. I don't like those types. I don't.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah,
you're gonna shoot them to death.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. You haven't had anybody heckle you? When I was just down there doing the 1-minute podcast, there was one girl and she had a mask on her chin for the 1-minute podcast, and she was gonna sit down. And first she's like, "Can I take a selfie?" I'm like, "Sit down on my podcast and I'll take a selfie." And then she's like, "No." I'm like, well, "Okay, well then I'm not gonna take a selfie if you don't sit down on my podcast." And as she's walking away, she's like 10 feet away. She goes, "Fuck Andrew Tate, fuck Andrew Tate," and then she flips off the camera. You didn't have anybody do that to you?
I have, but like, I don't know. That's not that threatening. Plus, well, I'll tell you this. This is the scariest part: is I took a 3-hour or 4-hour, is a 5-hour bus ride, 4.5-hour bus ride from Boston to New York City, but I ran out to the first terminal station and just puked my guts out. The first time in a terminal station in New York, and for 40 minutes I'm puking because I got very car sick. And then I leave the stall, my first time ever in New York, but I'm in a terminal station. Everywhere I looked, 400 gangsters ready to rob someone. In the middle of the day, no cops. And I'm like, oh,
where was this? This is Port Authority? Port Authority station on 42nd Street?
I don't remember, but when I got out, I had shades on my head, whole Versace jacket, bunch of gold all over me, and I hit my pants for the first time in my life. I said, oh, it's real out here. New York is not what I thought it was. They all start turning like this, and they don't care that I notice that they're looking. They just don't. They keep staring. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, I'm not a bouncer. I'm like, there's so many of them. And they start getting angry at each other because they see me as a gazelle. They're going to rob me. Mm-hmm. So they're getting mad that one guy's moving closer. So that guy got cucked by a bigger black guy. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I hit my pants. There was families there, but a lot of gangsters. There's like 4 gangsters here, 3 gangsters here, 2 in the back, 2 by the ATM waiting for someone to like put their card in. It was very sketch. And I was like, God damn, I hate New York. I didn't even go in the city. I'm just in the terminal station. I already hate it. And then I snapped into my bouncer senses. in front of everyone. I did this. Sorry. Aggressively said sorry. They all got out of my way, and I sat down in the middle of the room, no wallflower shit, and pulled out a cigarette, but I wouldn't smoke it because I'm inside. And everyone in the security eating their pants. Then I went outside and walked away, and I was like, holy fuck, if I didn't have 5 years of bouncing experience,
you would have got robbed.
They're like, he's gonna. Immediately, everyone thought the Versace robe I had on, I just stole it from someone, puked in the washroom, and started tweaking. Nobody thought I was like a celebrity YouTuber. They thought I stole all that shit. And that was the first time I was like, I am a genius, bro. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. They were following me. It would have been so bad if I didn't tweak.
I think you were fake tweaking, but you were actually tweaking too.
You're a dirty bitch. But yo, check this out. Check this out. None of them got scared when I tweak. They got scared when I looked at one of the biggest, blackest guys there, and I screamed in his face, sorry. Because tweakers apologize. So they knew. He's like, oh, he's not faking it. Tweakers actually aggressively apologize. And I've watched so many tweakers, I know how to like replicate that. But if I stayed in that terminus station for like 5
he was
more
tweaking
minutes,
for real.
They would have known what's up. And yeah, that was the first time I was actually afraid for like my life. Not my life. I just knew I was going to get punked.
So nobody got mad at you for being a misogynist or anything. Nobody. I had an argument about flat Earth, and it was my last night there. I was at a party at 5 a.m. and some people recognized me, and I'm giving out cigarettes on the balcony of this party, and people are like they kind of recognize me, and then some of them ask, "What's your most controversial opinion?" And I'm like, "The Earth's flat." And they're like, what? How? And I'm starting talking about the firmament, about the tectonic plates. I was stealing your talking points about how there can't be a plate if it's a globe. And I even said the tennis ball thing, like there's no flat point in a tennis ball. And I'm saying they're using it to separate God. And I'm just like, I'm guessing the fact that they're vaccinated and they believe in astrology and they believe in all the lies and everything, and that they want to do OnlyFans. I'm getting everything right. And then they get really mad and they start saying like, actually, I work in tech, and as what you're saying undermines the science. So, like, they started getting offended. And then one of the girls leaving, you would have found this so funny. She's like, she pretended like she didn't know who I was, but after she gets triggered about flat Earth, she's like, all you do is suck Trump and Tate's dick. Like, what? Like, what the? You just suck Andrew Tate's dick. Yo, what the? And I knew if you were there, you would have been like, yeah, high five the girl. But wait, so are you actually gonna move there? Once the romantic side of New York fades, you're gonna get bored of it. You're gonna smell the pee. You're gonna see the NPCs. You're gonna get frustrated.
Here you go. I met real OG gangsters here. 20 years living here. They said they're still not bored of it, and they've never been to LA. They won't leave this place.
No, it doesn't. I'm not saying it's boring. It's nothing about boring. It's just like when I was streaming a lot last year and I started talking about LGBT and trans, and I was talking about the agenda and liberalism and like everything that you talk about as well. I'm like, there's too many people in this one concentrated place that live completely opposite to everything that I'm talking about. So I don't want to be around that. I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's a good idea for me to be in the concentration hub, the spawn point of all the woke NPCs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I were you, you're a little too famous for this city. You can't even enjoy it. I'm like right at that area, right at that level of fame where I can enjoy something. But if you were in this city right now, I feel like you'd get fucking, you'd be recognized every single block. If I'm being recognized in Matt, you were getting recognized in Morocco, bro. Like, well, I mean, it's too old.
There's pros and cons. There's pros and cons to it, but like, yeah,
you can never, ever enjoy a city again. Like you have Justin Bieber's problem without his money.
No, Justin Bieber has girls like screaming about him. Girls are screaming at me saying, all you do is suck Andrew Tate's dick. Like it's a different, I want to hear girls screaming for me, not against me.
Bro, I think I got it from you when you did the choking and the slapping part on your YouTube. Bro, no girl fucks you harder than the one that calls you a misogynist. That girl likes you.
That's true.
Like when I walk into a party and then I get surrounded by girls and they go, aren't you that sexist on YouTube on Aiden Ross's? And I go, yeah, I am. It's time to double down. Let's fucking go. And I get surrounded and all the guys get so stoked. They're like, oh, Zherka's totally cucked. More chicks for us. Wait, it's been 2 hours and the girls are still talking to him. And I literally talking in her ear, imagine a sexist deep down that pussy. And she's like, what the fuck? And I'm literally getting the bitch soaked off the introduction that is sexist. But if I walked in a party and I was not a sexist, they would never have the courage to, hell, it's you. They wouldn't do that. They would ignore me. They'd be indifferent. If she loves you, she gives you the best head. If she hates you, it gets better, my nigga. He's like, you know what I mean? Dude, I'm telling you, I swear to God, if I was to change all my opinions about women today, I still would lie. Just for the amount of times I saw a liberal going down, giving me head. I go, every girl who's ever called me a sexist gives the best head, you know? And I'm starting to think like, this is like a leech DNA, like women. It's not about, a lot of guys say it's because you're polarizing. No, it's not. It's because she cannot change you. I can't change Sneako. I can't. There's one girl I know, Miami, who's in love with you. And I remember when she said, the thing about Sneako is I never know what he's thinking. The last time I heard a girl say that was the one who's in love with me. If a girl doesn't know what you're thinking, like she always tries to figure it out. Yeah. And then when she knows what you're thinking, she can get Sneako to wear pink and they can change you. That's when they get turned
That's when
off.
It's over because then they control you. They need to be led. But I don't like to engage in a lot of those interactions. I was leaving, right? I was doing the 1 minute podcast. I was getting a marker from the store. I was getting the sign. And I'm walking in there and I passed two girls. I was like not really paying attention. I had my sunglasses on. And I passed them and like they're 20 feet away. And I just hear, is that Sneako? Fuck that guy. Like I've never heard that in my life. Fuck that guy. And I'm like,
why? What made you negative recently?
It's just a different level of.
No, you've upped your controversy. Like,
no, it's never happened in Miami though. It's because it's New York City. Like that's why it happens. It's because there's so much liberalism there. I've never heard that in my life. Like fuck that guy. And I walk into the store. Like I just go. You probably would have engaged. I heard it. I was like whatever. I just go into the store.
I do. Like I have a bunch of footage coming out. Anytime a girl goes, hey, you're actually this. I go, shut up, bitch. You're a fucking hoe. And like I literally want my content to look like I'm the crackhead. But check it out. I'll be honest. That time you said to that girl, you can't have a photo unless you sit down. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That's fucking gay and faggotry, bro. Like, you need to stop pretending you're like this big shot. Because, dude, if someone wants a photo, don't you kind of, even if they give you one view on your YouTube video, that's a lot, bro. You owe it to them for a fucking photo. It's like, why would you say only if you sit on my podcast? You're turning into everything you hate.
No, I'm working. And plus she had multicolored hair. She was wearing a mask. I know she's not actually a fan and I was right. She leaves and then she's like, fuck it. She was an undercover hater who just wanted to take a picture with the guy that she's, it's not, I don't want to associate with those people. Fuck those people.
No, that makes us look even better. If you and Andrew take photos with liberal blue hair women, it makes our side look more realistic.
I mean, I also wanted girls on the podcast. And like too many people are coming up. But anyway,
no. I've seen you big dick a lot of people in Miami. I don't like how you move, bro. Like me, I literally almost get run over by cars to get that photo done for someone, and I'm like, bro,
I'm not Hollywood. No, I don't. Wait. When have I ever big dick somebody else?
Hollywood as fuck.
No, name one other instance, because now my chat's flipping and they're turning on me. Yeah, what?
I'm all right. Another instance is my twin brother who finds you hilarious. Because he's like, I never thought Sneako's funnier than you, John. And you're my brother. You're not that funny to me. But he's like, I never thought Sneako could beat you. And I'm like, how did he beat me? He's like, well, when you guys do the monkey app, he's literally funnier than you. I'm like, really? And then I put him on a call with you and you fucking totally ignored him on FaceTime.
I don't remember that. When was that?
Bro, when I was at your house, you totally like you put your fucking shades on. You're like, oh, just left the call. And I'm like, yeah, that's Sneako. And you did it to heel Mike at the party too, where you just fucking ditch without saying goodbye to anyone. You do it everywhere you go, bro. Like in your head, even Myron and I don't move how you move. You're like a zoomer, not even Nick Fuentes. You're like if I don't get something out of this party, I'm just leaving. You're like one of those. You're not like, you got to be a little more, well-mannered. You got to be more Muslim, I guess.
Why? I got stuff to do. I need return on interest in everything I do.
There it is, chat. Chat is. I hope chat's on my side.
They're calling me Hollywood.
This nigga said, I've got stuff to do. You know how fucking Hollywood you sound talking to me?
I got shit to do. What's wrong with being busy? Bro, I don't have 10 hours to wander around and tweak in the fucking train station and then go leave my espressos on the... I got stuff. I got shit to do. I have an empire to build. There's things... there's liberalism to defeat. I have to conquer the world. I'm not going to sit around chit-chatting about nothing, talking about where people are from at a party.
Bro, SNEAKO, here's the truth about you, and I hate to fucking hurt you. You're only ever smiling to take a photo with a fan if there's cameras on you already. But if the cameras are off, you do it like it's a funeral, nigga. You're a fucking Hollywood.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's not true. That's not true.
Ask anyone, bro. Everyone who's ever chilled with you, and none of us can say shit to you because none of us have more clout than you. So we're like, yeah, I guess that's what you behave like Kanye when you're at that level. Nigga, you ain't Kanye, bro.
What do you...
You gotta step down from that spaceship.
Yeah, chat's flipping on me. Wait. Okay, but... Well, okay, hold on. Let's take the heat off of me. Where are you going right now?
I'm just gonna have a cigarette, but I wanted to give you more views. So maybe, is it too loud?
No, it's fine. So wait, should I come to New York? Are you actually thinking that you're gonna move to this place?
Yeah, I'll tell you this. If there's ever a week in your life to book a flight, come here for a week and do 1 minute podcast with Zherka. And maybe we do need a bodyguard because you are too big. So get that too. But let's do 1 minute podcast. Let's do all that stuff with academics. He's got some girls with me, but they're like, liberal girls, right? Liberal girls are the worst, right? Oh, they're liberals. They're smiling. Yeah. They're like, oh, fuck. But yo, yeah, he's got some girls for me. I got him one, Adriana Chechnik, so he owes me. And we're doing like a Fresh Fit podcast. It would be so cool if you, me, act. It would be more views too.
Okay, chat.
Check it out, ladies. It's SNEAKO.
Chat, type of one if I should do it.
SNEAKO the YouTuber.
Type of one if I should go do it.
I'm famous. You know me. Come give me your number. I'm black too. Come here. Jeez.
Wait, what about this guy right? What the? All right, he's gone.